Oh yeah, wrestling talk at its finest. Let's go. Charlie time, baby. The original wrestling show. You know we about to give you all the juicy wrestling talk. Like and share. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. I got Jeremiah Robinson, the champ that runs the camp in the building. Mr. Consistent, Dalton D-Man Smith. My guy, my bro, the number one preacher man, Jay Andre. And of course, the fire starter. We about to get this joint lit in here. What's up, Thomas? Like and share. Facebook, YouTube. Oh yeah. Buckle your seats. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the world of wrestling talk, man. I'm telling you, I'm real excited for this, man. Draw you, man. I got my son here, Jeremiah Robinson in the building. I got Jay Andre Frederick in the building. I got Dalton D-Man Smith in the house. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? And of course, the fire starter is here with y'all too. Like and share the show. Come on now. Don't be party poopers. Make sure you like and share. We got great wrestling talk for you. We're gonna get right into this thing too. Obviously, you see what we got up. We came here to stand up and deliver, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna rise up. We're gonna stand up and deliver. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna give you predictions for these shows. We're gonna talk about each match in a session. We want to start off this joint with the women's championship on night one, Wednesday night. We want to talk about the women's championship between Io Shirai and Raquel Gonzalez. I want your thoughts. Start off with Jeremiah, then Jay Andre, then Dalton, and I'll go last. Let's go.
Well, I don't know if y'all noticed, but instead of the challenger calling out the champion, it was the other way around, where Io called out Raquel Gonzalez. I don't know if any of y'all noticed this either, but anytime that happens in WWE, that means that the person who called them out is about to lose. Hey, listen, just hear me out. Take The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar in 2014 as use that as an example. Normally, any other time, it was somebody else basically calling out the Undertaker to challenge him at Mania. It was basically the other way around that year, where Taker challenged Brock and Taker ended up losing. So, you know,
we about to
Well, just to piggyback off that, to challenge you on that, Taker did call out Triple H in 2012. Remember, they used a script where he cut his hair to get the match with Triple H because he felt like Triple H had the best of him, even though Taker did win the match. But I do get what you're saying.
You get it.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Yeah,
that's different. Like, if you the champion, what are you calling out them for?
that's true.
That's, you know what I mean. That alone tells me that EO's about to lose the belt.
Yeah, I'm going with the challenger.
Go ahead, DeAndre.
I'm going with the challenger. I agree with Jeremiah. I think that is a tall tale sign that the champion's about to drop her belt. So I'm going with the challenger for this one. And I think the title change on the last Wednesday night that they're going to be on Wednesday night before they move to Tuesday, I think would be big for ratings possibly. So that's why I'm going to go with the challenger.
I got Raquel Gonzalez. I agree with DeAndre
Dalton.
and Jeremiah. But Eden Straw has been at the top for too much long, so I can see Raquel Gonzalez going to be NXT champion before they move on Tuesdays.
Yes, Joe, we do got a call line 716-481-8249. All right. Someone put that in the comment section. 716-481-8249 is our call line. So you can definitely call me. All right. So with that being said, I think Raquel Gonzalez has been on the roll for a while now. Ever since he beat I remember what was the pay-per-view? Was it War Games? Was it War Games when she beat Rhea Ripley? When she smashed Rhea Ripley?
Yeah.
But she smashed her.
8249. She smashed Rhea. Then on top of that, what she been doing the EO for the last couple weeks? I mean, Raquel been on the roll. I like Raquel. I mean, she's got the look. She's got the look of a big body female heel. She ain't ugly. She can wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
She can talk. So I mean, it'll be a good fresh breath, fresher air. You know, I think Io Shirai done had the belt too long, to be honest with you. I did not like her match against Toni Storm.
Me neither.
And I told y'all that before. I did not like that 4 moves she did, and then she still kept her title. That seemed very weird.
I told you. You can't lie though. I told you that what you call it wasn't
Giuseppe. Yeah, Giuseppe. That's weird. It's yes. Thank you, Kevin, for the culture. Yes, it's 8249. Thank you. It's weird. No, she should have beat her, Jeremiah. Stop saying that. Stop saying that.
I tried to tell you.
Toni Storm.
Just like I told you, what you call it. Just like I told you, what you call it was gonna lose the tag titles that night too.
Yeah, I didn't like that, but now that I know what's going on with it, I'm okay with them losing the tag titles.
I told you.
You did. But Raquel Gonzalez, to me, I like Raquel Gonzalez. She definitely has the it factor, the spunk. You already see her flexing. I think she's already outgrown. What's her partner?
I don't know why
I done forgot her partner name already. That tells you right there how much. We got Wave in the building. Wave, what up?
What's up,
Wave? How you feel about this match between Io Shirai and Raquel?
No, I agree that Like KO has been on the road, but me personally, I was biased with the Io Shirai match when she fought Mercedes Martinez. I think Mercedes Martinez should have won. For me personally, I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing if Raquel wins the belt, but put the belt on her before Mercedes Martinez is it's a no for me. But having Raquel be champion wouldn't be a bad idea. Io Shirai's held the belt for a long time now, for too long actually. So just seeing a new champion would be great.
Agreed.
Yeah, definitely. I think that would be which we will talk about later on. We are going to talk about NXT moving from show to show. Let's move to the next match, which is the UK match between Walter. I don't know why they say Walter, but Walter and Ciampa. All right.
Walter?
Who we got in this match? Yeah, it's Walter, by the way. That's how they pronounce it over there in the UK.
I honestly don't know.
I'm hoping Ciampa wins. No, from what I know,
Walter done had the belt for a long time.
Yeah, hasn't Walter? That's what I was about to get to that point. Hasn't Walter
for
like 2 years or something, bro?
Just about.
Like, he shouldn't even be champ no more. I think Ciampa should win. Walter's held the belt way too long. Like, it just seemed like Walter never lost the belt. Like,
Right.
I'm going with Ciampa wins though.
I'm going with the champion in this one. I think he retains. And one thing I think too is that possibly, coming out of this show, it may be some draft implications because I think a draft should be coming up since it's after WrestleMania season. So that's another reason to keep an eye out on like Io Shirai, maybe Karrion Kross and all of that. Because of they may call it.
Andre, you had to mention the draft.
But I'm going with Walter in this.
Yeah. Dakota Kai is who we was talking about earlier. Yeah, she's outgrown Dakota already. Shotzi Blackheart, Io, and Ripley are who you were talking about at War Games. Yep, that's who I was talking about at War Games. Who else got Walter? Who else got Walter or Ciampa?
I guess I'll go Walter. I really don't know.
I'm gonna go with Ciampa.
Yes,
Tommaso Ciampa.
Ciampa for a fact.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ciampa. I'm gonna go with Ciampa just for the simple fact that I think, I honestly think that it's time to change the champion over there in UK, and I think it's gonna be a different direction. I do not see Ciampa going to the main roster. Please don't do that. Please, I'm begging. I'm begging for him not to do that. I just don't think he has enough, especially after that whole injury, the injury that he had when he came back. Ciampa wasn't the same Ciampa. I need to see a guy. I need to see the old Ciampa from him and Johnny Gargano. You know what I mean? Feuds. I don't see that Ciampa. You see what I'm saying? Unless he bring it back in this match, which I think I have a sneaky suspicion he may try to.
He's gonna have to
give him the belt. Let him work NXT more. I do not want to see him go to the main roster and then get drowned. Yeah, I don't want to see that. I know you talked about the draft implications, Jay Andre. You had to bring up draft. You just had to. No, what up, Chooch? What up, Chooch? Chooch said Walter needs a UK guy. He already said that if he goes to the main roster, he will retire. I don't blame him. I do not blame anybody who do not want to go to the main roster. Joe. I don't know. Okay, Joe, I don't know how you called me 4 times. The phone right here. So I'm just wondering. I don't got no missed call. Dave, what's going on? What's going on, Dave? Yeah, I don't have no missed calls, bro. And I'm waiting for you. All right. Let's get to the next match. We got the tag team triple threat match. MSK. Oh, Joe said Ciampa's winning, by the way. He said you got MSK. Who else we got? Oh, Grizzle Young Vets. Soon to be. They always soon to be something, but never be nothing. And then you got Legado del Fantasma. Who we got? Hey, Alex, what's going on YouTube? Hello, fellow wrestling enthusiasts. What's going on? Alex Alberto G. What's good, man? What's good? What's good? We are talking about NXT Stand and Deliver right now. All right. Who do we got in this triple threat match? Let's start with you, Jeremiah. You looking. What you looking for, Jeremiah? Jeremiah looking for an answer right now.
I don't know.
He ain't got no answer.
It's unpredictable. That's what I like about NXT. It's not predictable. I honestly don't know.
I'm going with and the only reason I'm going with them is because I like their work in Impact. Is the MLK, formerly known as the Radicals. That's what I'm going with.
You going with MSK?
Yes.
Okay. All right. D-Man, who we going with?
I'm going to agree with DeAndre. I'm going to go MSK.
Wave.
MSK, man, of course. Come on now. You got to go with MSK. Look what they've been doing.
All right. For me, I'm going with, and I know I'm bouncing right now. For me, I'm gonna go with MSK. I think the road less traveled by. These guys started from all the way from the beginning of the tournament, all the way to win the tournament, and now they've been waiting for weeks. I think it's MSK. For some reason, I do not think the Grizzle Young Vets soon to be irrelevant again, is winning anything. I think they need to send them back to NXT UK. I don't think they're getting nothing out of NXT. I think if they wanted them to be the tag champions, they would have already been the tag champs. Sorry to say it. I mean, no offense to Zach Gibson and them. I think they're phenomenal talents, but I just don't think that they got enough that Triple H and them see enough in them. Like, how many times before we just stop believing in you? Like, we don't believe you. You need more people at this point. All right. Call line is 716-481-8249. All right. Now, moving right along, we got the gauntlet. Oh yeah, we got the gauntlet. Ain't this for the North American Championship? Whoever win, they got about 10 man. They got a 12-man gauntlet. Who do you guys see winning this?
I can't even see them people. I can't even see.
You can't see. You can't.
Let's see. LA Knights in the match. Dexter Lumis, Branson Lee.
Dexter Lumis in this match. I can't see because it's so far out. Dexter.
Cameron Grimes is in
I'm
that
going
match.
Dexter every time.
Leon Ruff and Isaiah Scott.
What you were saying about Chop Dog, the main roster. He stated that if he would ever want to up to the main roster, he would retire right then and there. Because he is NXT. That's it. Same thing with Gargano. Both of them wound up making statements saying that they would never go up to the main roster because they belong where they're at.
Right, I can agree with that. Sorry that we jumping a little bit, but Alex Alberto G said either Bronson Reed or Dexter Lumis is winning the gauntlet.
I'll take Dexter. He's
I'm taking Dexter.
Yeah, I'm taking Dexter Lumis, definitely.
I'm taking Dexter Lumis.
Yeah, I think I'm a fifth that. I'm going Dexter Lumis.
He's been around for a long time, and he hasn't really made a name for himself anywhere. Even when he was in TNA or whatever you want to call it, Impact, he was like the guy behind the scenes. And now that he's making a name for himself in NXT, I think that we're going to end up seeing him.
Joe Chicharelli, man, my guy is back. It's good to hear him on the ones and twos. It's good to hear him talking wrestling again with us, man. It's always a pleasure to have you. You guys all want Dexter Lumis, man. I think y'all forgetting my guy. Is in this joint, man. My gonna go with a little ominous character because he been so ominous for a while. So y'all just don't go with him. Y'all forgetting all these other guys that's in here. Come on, man.
He's always been an under the radar guy. He's one of those guys that shows up. He's literally underrated. I think he's an underrated guy at certain points of his career. And I think that he can wind up making it. He winds up winning that. But we've also wind up seeing Pete Dunne win so much in the past. And he's kind of faded away after, his wonderful tag team run. He's been here nor there. I mean,
we got Alex Alberto G. He said Gargano was a heel, so a face has to win the gauntlet. I mean, necessarily is that true? Necessarily, do we need a face to win this for it to make sense?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, it's all good if a face win, but have we seen two heels go at it? Yeah. Yeah, we've seen them. We've seen them come and go with matches that have nothing but heels in it. But again, Dexter Lumis, right? That's what we're going with for night one.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yes.
All right, so night two. This is interesting. Night two. Mm-hmm. We are going to start off with, since we all went Dexter Lumis, let's start off with Johnny got who?
I'm keeping my prediction. I'm gonna go Loomis. I think Loomis beats Gargano for the North American Championship.
Agreed.
Yeah, I got Dexter with me, Johnny Gargano, to win the North America champion.
I agree with them.
Agree with the gentleman there. Only reason being is because look, Gargano is in his corner on top of it, and keep on having Gargano. Same thing with Ciampa. Both of them guys, they're the faces. They've been the faces, other than for around for a while in NXT, but they're also there to help push guys as well. So, what better way than to do it now than later? They need change. The big thing is that NXT needs change.
All right. You guys agree with that?
I think it's just going to wind up, persevering on Tuesday nights. They're going to have to shake something up, because Tuesday, the new schedule is coming up soon. So why wouldn't we wind up changing up a little bit and making it, oh crap, this is what happened at NXT TakeOver. Now we got to watch. You have to also put that into perspective. They need
All right. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next night. The Cruiserweight Championship. Sure. All right. Cruiserweight, please. All right. Do we know enough about Jordan Devlin? Or Escobar.
I'm seeing him.
Agree. Alex Alberto, who you got, man? Who you got? Alberto G. I want to hear from you too. Who you got? Who you got in all this? All right. So I think Jordan Devlin is going to win for some reason, because Jordan Devlin has not been on TV. I think we've seen more than enough from.
I got Jordan Devlin.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Jordan
From
Devlin.
Santos Escobar and the ghetto. Yeah. Jeremiah, who you got?
Jordan
who's the
Devlin.
current champ?
Oh, you going with Jordan Devlin too?
Mm-hmm.
Santos Escobar.
Is it okay? So if you out
For God knows how long.
and it literally says, I just looked it up. It says Jordan Devlin, current champion.
Oh, I believe it.
Santos Escobar, interim champion.
Oh wow, interim.
I am not joking. I'm looking at it right now.
Jay Andre. Let me ask you a question. Months and months while you get to be.
Huh? You're frozen. What'd you say?
I said you putting in the work, but then somebody else get the title, get to have the title just because they came back.
Yeah, I'll be a little irate at that.
Yeah, I'm a little annoyed myself, and I don't even like Santos Escobar.
Right.
I don't like him at all.
Yeah.
Be honest with you. I got Jordan Devlin though. Let's go. Who you got, dog?
I got Karrion Kross.
Yeah, I might have to go Karrion Kross too.
You still here.
I got mixed feelings with this one. I have mixed feelings on this one, and the reason I say it is because Karrion Kross is one of my favorite wrestlers. I've always liked him since he was in Impact as Killer Kross. However, I will want him to win, but I think that Karrion Kross gets bumped up to the main roster and becomes Drew McIntyre's next opponent for the WWE title.
If he wins the title,
I think he's gonna win. I don't want him to win now, but I think he's gonna win. And I think that Karrion Kross becomes the next opponent. I think Drew McIntyre wins the title at Mania. The next night, Karrion Kross and Scarlett comes out and challenges Drew for the title.
that's not. You know what? I wouldn't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that. If that is the case, I wouldn't get mad at that. I will want to see that.
I mean, for me, I feel like it's too early for Kross to go to the main roster because he hadn't been in NXT for a long time. So that's why I pick Karrion Kross.
But Dalton, think about this though. Think about this. If he hadn't got injured, this would be around the time he would have lost the title anyway. If he hadn't got that
I agree with you on that one.
he would have already had his reign as champion.
Wow.
That's fact.
Oh, see? Oh my God. So yeah. We go. Well, am I surprised? Because I don't. Okay, so I'm with Dalton on this one. I'm gonna just say that I'm with Dalton on this one. I think it's too early for Karrion Kross to go up to the main roster. As much as I say that, this NXT Championship match is not a no holds bar match, correct?
I don't think so.
The match can end in a DQ, right?
Dre, I'll be back in a second.
All right.
I'll be back.
The match can end in a DQ, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, I do not, and here's why I say I do not see Finn Balor losing the belt. Neither do I see Karrion Kross going to the main roster. You put if Finn Balor loses, his time at NXT is up. It's over. It's done. He's not staying in NXT after losing to Karrion. To be honest,
it'll never happen. We already know that. You know how many years that could have happened? You know how many times in the past 2-3 years?
A match that interests me on the main roster with Finn and Balor again. That bores me. That would be boring. Karrion Kross has to stay on NXT because honestly, if Kross was to lose, Kross goes to the main roster. That means Finn keeps the belt, right? That means Finn would keep the belt, right? If Finn loses, Kross stays on the main roster. Finn would go to the main roster, right?
Finn goes to the main roster to wind up being AJ Styles' last match.
Oh, jeez.
Why wouldn't it?
Yeah, that could happen. I didn't even think about the AJ Styles last match.
But I don't see that ever happening, though. Because I think AJ wants a different opponent. But, you know, that would be a match to, consider, though. Considering we all know the circumstances behind them two and where they came from.
Yeah. We do. We do. Oh, I don't know, man. I'm surprised.
Mick Foley said it perfectly when Rhea Ripley went up. He wound up saying that if Vince lets her run with what she's got instead of interfering, which Vince has a lot of interfering and needs to stop doing that, let these guys run with what they have coming up from the NXT and going up to the main roster and let them do what they're known to be, let them use their talents instead of hindering from their talents. WWE would be a totally different landscape up on the main roster.
Agreed. I do see a lot of the same stuff.
Most definitely.
Back down.
All right, no doubt. Good to have Chooch on here, Joe Chucharelli on here. Alberto G said, I just want to see what Scarlett will wear. Yeah. All right, moving along. So definitely we got our NXT talk. Wow. NXT talking. And you see this? Can you see this, Jay Andre? Y'all see this? Don't you
Yeah.
see this, Jeremiah? You see this? You see this belt?
Mhm.
Don't
See the belt?
Yes.
that scream?
Oh,
I ain't the lady to mess with. That belt scream. I ain't the lady to mess with. Whoop. This belt is terrible. Yo, what in the world is New Japan doing? Why they change the belt like that? Why they make that belt thin?
that belt is not terrible. That belt ugly to y'all?
Like that?
No.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
The lady to mess. That joint, that scream. Yo, that belt scream. Thunder, thunder, thunder. You know, the bottom piece of the
Oh my God.
that joint. Oh, I'm sorry. Alex Alberto G said that. Yo, don't even get me to coughing, Alberto G. That belt is terrible. I'm sorry.
No, it is not. I've seen worse. That belt is not bad.
What gyms and
Yeah, that belt is awful, man.
No, it's not.
Yes, it looked like a butterfly.
And this rhinestone put on that joke. Joe came right over here.
It looked like a butterfly.
Design is the original freaking Divas belt.
Yes, thank you.
That's what I was thinking.
I told you.
Yo. No, yo.
I told you that joke. Yo, Joe. Did you hear what I said? You must have missed it.
I was on the phone.
I said that belt got its own theme song. I ain't the lady to mess with.
Hold on, ready, listen.
Y'all dead wrong.
You know what, Alex? We're
Perfectly fine in the first place.
Blue Universal Champion.
Like Kenny Omega's can. IWGP freaking belt. Come on,
this is.
That thing looks like a. I'm not even
Model. Yo, it's like buying a car and the inside look good, but the outside look like crap. I'm sorry. Like,
here's the best part. Like you said. You have a great leather interior on the inside, and you got a two.
it look like I'm telling you. I told you this joint scream Thundercats.
All I gotta say is,
She said Scream Thundercat.
Yo, come, yo.
Yo, I'm telling you, Joe, this crazy, y'all. Dying
I've probably seen better.
That's why I was being sarcastic. He definitely did look thrilled.
She was like, "Yo, what the hell?"
Bible reads in 1 Corinthians chapter 11. You can turn that off. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 17.
All right, moving along, y'all. We had fun giggling about this. Before we get into WrestleMania talk, we got something to talk about here. We've been talking about this guy for a while.
Wait, how about we talk about something else real quick before that?
What?
That those who are genuine among you may be recognized. When we come together, it is not.
Did you see that they have a huge contamination area?
Ooh.
Man of God, this soil is. I'm really familiar with that.
I posted it on my page. You should.
Yeah, WrestleMania might go back to whatchamacallit, the Thunderdome
What
again.
the?
Oh God! Hey, did anybody wind up like rebuilding Game Crazy? Wind up having 80,000 different screens to play on.
Trash.
Did you just say effery?
Yes, effery.
What was that?
I'm smelling it, man. I smell it. I smell it, bro. I smell it in the air. I swear to God, I do. All right.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it in the air like Benny Siegel?
Yes, I can feel it in the air like Beanie Siegel.
Bro, what was that sound? I just heard. Yo. Oh. Bro, what was it? What was that?
All right. Oh. Defended against Dolph Ziggler. See.
Yes. I'm gonna wind up saying something that might kind of piss people off, but I think everything he wound up accomplishing in WWE was tarnished by him going to MMA.
Wow, really?
I think it put a big, huge kind of slap in the face to him because everybody expected him to be something halfway decent. That and on top of all the hype of him, oh, he's coming back. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, he might come back. You know what I mean? It's just, it's getting old. His name is getting old. That's like, I don't know how to put it. It's like thinking about Ryback. Dude, just shut up or put up. You know?
Just shut up or put up. Put up or shut up.
If you're going to come back and do what you're going to set out to do. If you're not, then just sit on the sidelines.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at work. Sorry about it, Alex. I'm at work, bro. He said Osprey versus Omega 2021.
All right, Dre, I'm out. Later.
That can't happen. Thanks, Joe. All right. With that being said, yeah, I'm at work. Sorry, can't help it. Work sucks. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. How do we feel about this guy right here? Best in the world compared to other title ranks.
I agree with what Joe said. I think that us the fans put a lot of hype into Punk, and I feel like every time mention is made of a return, it instantly goes to CM Punk. I mean, hence the AEW big announcement, a big surprise signing. Everybody instantly jumped to Punk. I think that because of Punk and Bryan, that it wouldn't be no NXT what we know nowadays, like Adam Cole or a Johnny Gargano. They was very instrumental. But let's be very real. Besides that pipe bomb, CM Punk was very overrated. Point blank and simple. That title run he had was merely overshadowed by the likes of The Rock coming back, his match against Cena, his tag team match. The night Punk won the title, and he took the title for them 434 days. Rock had his first match in 8 years. He was knocked out the main event by Rock and Cena the first year. Knocked out the main event by Rock and Cena the next year. I just think that it was creative that killed them as far as his title run. Brock Lesnar, unfortunately, was booked better than he was when it came to that year title run. And Brock Lesnar barely defended the title, barely showed up to TV. But as far as Punk, I think he's just overrated. I think people put more stock into him. And the same dude that left 7 years ago is not going to be the same guy that returns 7 years later. He's going to have some type of ring rust. The stuff that he could get away with back in 11, he ain't going to be able to get away with now. I mean, there's hypersensitive stuff. Just the stuff like that and how much can you rag on it? How many times can you rag on Triple H about being Mr. McMahon or something like that? Like, I don't know. I just think he's not he's just overrated. Just to say the least. I said this on your show before, Torch, and I say it again. That his wife made more of an impact than he did.
Excuse me? Did you say more?
More.
I can see if he said just as much. He said more. That's a stretch. Wow.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Punk has nailed everything they gave him. I mean, when he was on ECW, he nailed that. When he came, he cashed in that Money in the Bank on Edge. He nailed that. He nailed the Straight Edge Society. He nailed that. He nailed being a part of the Nexus, being the new leader of the Nexus. He nailed that. But just that one pipe bomb, people have put him in a stratosphere that he does not belong in.
So don't forget he cashed it on Jeff Hardy too.
Yeah, and that feud with Jeff Hardy that him and Punk had, that's probably was the feud of the year to me of 2009. That was one of the best feuds as far as clean and in a druggy and whatever, the sober, the straight edge, and and then his matches with Taker too was excellent that year. He's nailed every part of it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking Punk as a wrestler. Punk is an excellent wrestler. Like, Punk is definitely underrated as a wrestler. He had great matches with Bryan, with Cena, probably one of the more epic, the most epic storytelling match. Right. The most storytelling epic match was Punk and John Cena at 2011 Money in the Bank when Punk legitimately wanted to leave WWE. He gets the title and he walks out. Like, he's a great wrestler, but this pipe bomb has put him in the stratosphere where people has just, shoved him down your throat. And it's like, okay, yeah, he's great. But let's not overplay it. Like, every time we just got to hear about Punk coming back. This is Punk coming back. Punk coming back. Like, and he's not the same wrestler he was. He's not the same person he was 7 years ago that walked out at Royal Rumble or the night after Royal Rumble. That person 7 years later ain't going to be returning. I mean, it's just the fact of the matter is he's going to have some type of ring rust. You know, he got to get used to the new product. I mean, he would be dynamite in AEW, no pun intended. But that's if AEW going to do business with them after, you know, because they was kind of a little salty after he said what he said to them. I don't know.
I don't know if Punk was overrated. I do think the aura of him coming back is overrated. I think that was overrated.
No, but if he does go back to WWE, like, what does he have to do to prove himself? He's got nothing to prove.
Yeah, that's my other thing too. You got to have a really good storyline for Punk if he's gonna be, if he's coming back, he's gonna be involved. Gotta have better storyline. And right now, I don't know if I trust WWE with these storylines.
No, I don't at all.
Not at all. He's better off going to AEW. It's fresh opponents.
Honestly,
they would probably give him a better story. They would definitely give him a better storyline. He's better off going to AEW. I mean, to me, he missed his chance when they was in Chicago, back in 2019 when they was first. He missed his chance coming out in Chicago, you know, and you just missed your chance. I still think you could go there, but I think AEW is where it's at for him. I mean, if you're talking about title reign, if we're just talking about that title reign, if you're just going by title reign alone, I don't consider that title reign the greatest. I like his earlier WWE title reign when he was WWE champion, when he had won it from Cena, and his world title run was better when he defeated Jeff Hardy, and just the storyline of that and how that matriculated from Jeff Hardy to Undertaker was much better. So,
yeah. All right. Shout out to Pro Wrestling fan page, by the way, for this. Which match did you want to see? Did you want to see just Edge and Roman, or Edge, Roman, and Daniel Bryan? Which one did you really
Edge versus Roman Reigns? That's it. WWE messed up again. We didn't ask for Daniel, bro. I have nothing against Daniel Bryan, but he literally squealed his way into the match. Literally squealed his way into the match. We didn't ask for this. We wanted Edge versus Roman Reigns. That's it. I didn't think that there was any way they could have messed that up.
Right.
Guess I was wrong.
I didn't want to see Edge in the main event. I didn't want to see Edge in the main event at WrestleMania. I didn't want to see Edge fighting for the title right now. I'd rather see Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns. And reason why I said that, because if you're talking about storytelling, Roman Reigns says he's the head of the table. When Roman Reigns won that Royal Rumble all those years ago, they was yelling and screaming for Daniel Bryan to win. And to me, that would have been a perfect way to pay it off at WrestleMania by Roman Reigns saying, like, listen, I'm tired of you overshadowing me. But I don't even see no great hair, old, over the hill Edge in a WrestleMania match. You know, I'm sorry. I'm just you 15 years too late. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not. I like Edge.
My man Edge though.
He was good. He was good in his prime. I mean, he's still a good promo, and he's still a good worker in the ring. But I'm just tired of seeing these older wrestlers come back, and then they wonder. And then they wonder why their product or wrestlers like, you know, Aleister Black or Andre Ciamas or, you know, is gone, or Ciampa saying he don't want to come to the main roster. Gargano saying, nah, I'm good on NXT, because you get these older stars beating these younger stars. I mean, look at Kevin Owens. Right. Kevin Owens went from having a great run with Jericho as the Universal Champion to losing to Goldberg to now just being a mid-carder. Like these, I'm just tired of it. I don't know. I ain't nothing against Edge.
I get it.
Here's my answer, Dre. How about neither?
That's a good answer. Neither. Good answer. Good answer. I'm mad at that answer.
Hey, Roman Reigns, I know he doesn't care me. I get he's a heel, though. I mean, he doesn't care. He hurts people. But come on, Daniel Bryan, I had nothing against him. Like the triple threat, it's like WrestleMania 30 again. When Roman Reigns, he's a heel, like Randy Orton, he's a heel champion at that time. Edge returned, he was face, now he's a heel. Daniel Bryan, he's added to the match. It's just like WrestleMania 30 all over again. Like Roman Reigns, he could have had a different, better opponent.
Okay, so I'm gonna be very honest with you. I've heard a couple rumors to this. I heard that Daniel Bryan is winning the title.
I keep hearing that.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
That's one. But I've also heard that Jimmy Uso is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And that Jimmy Uso is going to interfere in this match and Roman is going to retain.
Yeah, that is some WrestleMania moment. Yeah, we definitely remember that.
I heard that as well.
No matter if it's going to be
I heard that rumor as well.
Regular match, though, Jey Uso, he's going to interfere in the match no matter what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
Either way you look at it, Edge is not winning the championship. As much as folks would love
You'll
to
be
see
surprised.
Edge
I'm not gonna lie. I got Reigns winning, but you'll be surprised.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Edge was to win the title because he never lost it when he retired. But I would be shocked because then afterwards, what are you running? Or are you running Roman versus Edge? Go ahead, Jeremiah.
You know, I'm glad you just said that because you just reminded me of something that I was gonna say. I heard that Edge, if he do win the title, I heard that they might be retiring the Universal Championship and bringing back the big gold.
Yeah, I have the feeling that's going to happen. In case Edge do win, he's going to give
He's going to bring back the title he never lost before he retired.
Heavyweight champion. I could see that.
Some interesting perspectives on it. Very interesting perspectives. All right. So let's move on to the next one. Oh boy. This is before we get into the WrestleMania card. Folks. It's gonna sound bad. But you saw those 4 wrestlers, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to retire one.
Go 4 wrestlers.
And they never exist. And the person you retire never existed.
What's going on here? What for?
Oh, I'm about to show you again. But you missed it. Let's pop it back up there. Coming up. Okay, it didn't do it. All right. I'll get it up there again. All right. So, these 4 wrestlers, you have to retire one. The one you retire, never, ever, ever again is even mentioned, nor is any of his accolades mentioned as well. So, you have to erase.
And he stepped out.
It was Orton, Rock, Michaels, and Guerrero.
And Randy Orton too.
Yeah. I would say I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna say out of the 4. Yeah, I'm gonna say out of the 4, I'm gonna go The Rock. I mean, you had the
Whoa, you said The Rock? I thought he said Brock.
No, The Rock. Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah. I'm gonna say only reason I say that is because I can understand how Jeremiah you would say no, but only reason I say that Randy Orton has had a legendary career. Look, Randy Orton is about to go 20 years strong. Michaels have had some of the greatest matches in WrestleMania history, in wrestling history. And Eddie Guerrero, I think I would take Eddie Guerrero over Rock. I mean, my pick would be Rock. You have to go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace to him, but he has to go. I'm so serious. I'm not even trying to be. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm a huge Eddie Guerrero fan, but I just can't. I just can't. You can't put him over the Rock. You can't put none of them over. You
ready?
Can't.
Dalton, who you got? Before I shock all y'all.
For me, I'm gonna say The Rock. I mean, don't be wrong. I like Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace to him. But Randy Orton, he had a legendary career. And Shawn Michaels, I mean,
there you go,
competitor before he had back injury. So I'm taking The Rock.
There you go. Because listen, let me say this: because The Rock his attributes been outside of WWE. I mean, he has been outside of WWE. I mean, that's why I say, you know, those three, because I believe if Eddie would have still been alive, Eddie could have easily won another 5 years easily. Rock attributes been outside of WWE. You know, he had legitimately, his run was from what, 98, 97 to 2003, 2002, legitimately 2001. He became a part-timer in 2001. So that's the only reason I picked Rock, because you did not wrestle that long, and you was on top, and then you was quickly out the business. That's the only reason I would say Rock has to go.
I guess I could.
Y'all gonna be tight at me. Y'all gonna be mad as hell at me. You ready? You ready for me to tell you who I would drop? It ain't Eddie Guerrero. It ain't Eddie Guerrero.
Don't tell me he about to say Randy Orton.
Yep.
Oh my! I knew it. I can't take.
I knew he was going to say that.
It's Orton. Orton got to go off the list.
How?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna be very honest. And this is gonna sound bad. For one, The Rock, obviously, if we talking about two guys who come from third generation superstardom, The Rock's superstardom in wrestling is still bigger than Randy Orton's, and he ain't even wrestled in years. Like, The Rock's stardom is still over Randy Orton's. You want to know why? And I'll just tell you this. This sounds very bad, but this is why I always say Edge is over Randy. Because when it comes down to the big time feuds, Edge wins his and Randy don't. Randy lost to The Undertaker. Lost. Let's be clear. Lost twice to Drew. Lost to whatchamacallit, Triple H. Lost. Like, I can draw a bunch of L's in Randy Orton's case that just make me
not gonna lie to you.
Don't do that. Let me finish. Don't do that. that make me laugh. Like, Randy, I mean, your name don't even have an L in it, and you got so many L's. Like, you got enough L's to save an ocean, to save a damn smoke. You can start your own smoking therapy. You can start your own therapy in smoking, bro, with all these L's. Listen, I personally cannot put him over The Rock whatsoever. I definitely ain't putting him over Shawn Michaels. I'm sorry, I'm definitely not putting him over Shawn Michaels and his longevity, plus what Shawn Michaels has done, plus the fact of Shawn Michaels, what, 30 years? Shawn Michaels wrestled for like 30 years, didn't he? 30 years longevity, Shawn Michaels. Bigger than what's the wall about? Come on, man. I'd rather you hit
You
the wall
said
than say
something
the
about. You said big time rivalries. You said The Rock wins his, and you said Orton doesn't.
Wrong.
What did you say?
Wrong. I said this is why Edge to me.
Oh yeah, Edge. Right. My fault.
Yes. Let's go.
If you gonna say that about Orton, you should probably say the same thing about Shawn Michaels. You should say the same thing about Shawn Michaels.
I agree with that. I never said that I couldn't disagree. In fact, I can agree with that. But if I'm putting Shawn Michaels and Randy Orton on my Libra scale, Shawn Michaels to me is more all around better than Randy Orton.
Not to mention, Shawn Michaels has never beaten Randy Orton. By the way, Shawn Michaels has never beaten Randy Orton.
That's okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Shawn Michaels has never beaten Randy Orton.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. That 1v1 stuff, I get it.
Listen.
I'm not mad about the 1v1 all the time.
Listen,
What I'm doing is calculating longevity. So wait a minute. By your Libra scale, you would say Randy Orton better than Shawn Michaels?
in this case,
That's
if
what
I
you
had
think?
to choose who would have to go,
No, I'm asking you. You would pick Shawn Michaels to go before Randy Orton.
unfortunately, yes.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Wow.
Listen,
Wow,
listen,
Jeremiah. Wow.
listen. Here's why.
Unreal.
Not only because of what I just said, but Shawn Michaels was mad injury prone. That's another reason why. He was gone for a lot of time. If you think about it, he was gone for a long time on multiple occasions.
And after Shawn Michaels came back from back surgery, he won the World Heavyweight Champion. Ever since he lost Triple H, he never won the WWE Champion or World Heavyweight Champion when he got the title shot.
But that's what I would use. That's what make him great because he hadn't had a world championship in all those years. This man is Mr. WrestleMania. Like this man is Mr. Big Match. Like as much as
like what? What? I can't believe this right now. I can't believe that I just heard that you would spare Randy Orton over Shawn. What?
no, Michaels.
I'm trying to figure out how. Michaels has made it in 3 generations of wrestling.
Right.
What?
I get it. I
Right.
get it.
Like
I get it.
I feel damn near Native American. I keep saying how so many times. Like this.
Yeah,
is,
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I'm
Bro,
sorry. If it came to Orton and Michaels,
Wait a
Orton
minute,
gotta
by
go.
that logic, then you taking Edge over him. Yo, I'm trying not to laugh.
Now, Andre, I would agree that I would agree. I would take Orton over Edge too. I mean, Edge. I would take Orton
Wait a
over
minute.
Edge.
You would take Orton over Edge? No, he
Absolutely.
just said he would take Edge over Michaels.
No,
I'll take
No, I would
Orton over Edge.
No.
that is not what I said.
I said by that logic. You would take Edge over Michaels then.
I thought you were saying, okay, no.
Wait a minute.
No.
You got to make this make sense for me. Time out. And I knew this was going to get a good conversation. Time out. Make it make sense for me. Edge has won more titles combined than anybody in WWE. Besides, I think 2 other people. I think there's 2 people who have more belts all around in wrestling than Edge. And I don't think they were all in WWE either. For 1. 2, Edge has won majority of his rivalries. And 3, how? I'm not understanding because by your logic, Edge beat Orton how many times?
Let me
In his
say
career?
this. Let me jump in to say this. One reason why one reason why I would take Orton over Edge is hear me out on this one.
Whoa.
Edge was always primed in position to be a top star. You always knew that Edge and Christian would be Edge. You know, the neck injury set him back. He came back. You know, he was still primed. But get this though. Orton, their failed face turn after Evolution, they dropped the ball with him. They dropped the ball with him for a few years until Orton turned heel and started doing that punt kick. Like he said, his character was saved. Like you look at him and Bray Wyatt, their character was redeemed after Phil run. That's all I'm saying when it comes to Orton and Edge.
Okay, this man, and oh my goodness, y'all can't. Okay, I get the synopsis. I get what you're trying to say as far as your premise on that, but I'm not putting Orton over Edge. I cannot put Orton over Edge for multiple reasons. Edge almost has the same amount of world titles as Orton. He's a better hit. First of all, again, Shawn Michaels wrestled in 3 decades, right? Edge legitimately wrestled ECW. He's been in damn near every match except for the Inferno match. He was a great tag team. He was a great singles competitor. Great heel. He was a great heel. A good face. Like, to me, and Edge is not a 3rd-generation superstar. Orton is. Orton was. If you want to talk about somebody prime for success, we would say Orton is prime for success. Cowboy Orton, who was Edge's third? No, man, hell no.
What happened? What I missed? Pizza came.
I can't put him over. I can't put him over no damn. Oh, that was your food. I can't put him over no Edge, man. I can't do it. I cannot do it. And 1v1, Edge always out checking. Like Edge has out checked him multiple times too. It's not one time. It's not 2 times. It's about 3 or 4 different times Edge done checked him in 1v1. And he threw him out the Rumble. And he threw him out the Rumble. He beat him multiple times. What in the world? He done checked him out 4 times. Yo, I can't believe y'all right now. Edge should be on this list. To me, if you're going to put somebody on this list, put Edge on the list. Take Orton off. I'm sorry. Take Orton off. Orton, to me, I get his matches, but his matches didn't do it for me like Eddie Guerrero's matches did. But Eddie Guerrero's matches was something special too.
Oh yeah,
on top of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You seen a guy who left early, and on top of that, no offense, you can see the immediate impact Eddie left. That's why I said guys like Eddie Guerrero. As soon as you seen guys like Eddie Guerrero, Edge, and CM Punk drop from the roster, you seen the decrease. You seen the decrease in talent. You seen it. You seen the drop off. Like those dudes had crazy influence. Those dudes were watchable, must-see, watchable, suspenseful characters. Like, it ain't just about just the wrestling. Edge did it. Like, Edge had it all to me. And I get it, he an old head, and that's probably why they brought him back for ratings. But, man, Orton over Michaels, Orton over Edge? No, I can't do it. I'm tired. I can't do it. For somebody who's been watching wrestling 30 years, I can't do it. And Jeremiah, we had this conversation before about matches and what does it for somebody
I'm talking about as far as the list. I'm not saying for a career that Orton is better than Shawn Michaels. I'm just saying as far as this list goes.
You gotta say it. You gotta be saying that. There's no other way around it. How can you say career, but you would get rid of Orton? You would get rid of Michaels over Orton. Come on, like that's crazy. You gotta make this make sense. Just for me, you gotta make it make sense. I ain't getting rid of Michaels. I can't get rid of Michaels. Too much influence. Too much influence for me. In your house, 80s, 90s, 2000. There's too much influence. Matter of fact, this is another reason why I can't get rid of him. Ready? This is why I can't get rid of Michaels, and that's why I added Edge in this. What match wowed you that Orton had? Then, and I'm just gonna bring this up. Then Edge and Mick Foley.
You said what?
What match wowed you like the matches like Edge and Mick Foley that Orton had? Which ones?
That Orton had. We could. I ain't gonna lie. We could do
Yes, that
match.
wowed you.
We could go the I Quit match that he had with
And
Cena.
it's gotta wow you.
It could be. We could go the I Quit match he had with Cena. The Iron Man match he had with Cena. I forget which match it was with Triple H. It was one of them in 09. We could go the match he had with Christian at SummerSlam 2012. I don't know if you remember that.
They knew they had that match with Christian and not Edge. Go ahead. Keep going. They knew. They knew what they were doing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yo. Bro. Bro, you said Iron Man match.
Randy Orton right now.
Man, you better avenge that.
Whoa.
You better avenge those comments. Yo, you need to avenge those comments. Question. What match did he have that was more suspenseful than Edge versus Taker? The ladder match.
Listen,
the ladders and chairs match.
I have a question. Okay, I will give you that. I got a question.
Yeah, come on.
I got a question though. So this doesn't necessarily have anything to do with this. It has something to do with the whole Edge thing. So would you put Edge over Austin?
No.
Why?
No, sir.
Absolutely. I absolutely would. I would definitely put Edge over Austin. Yes, I would.
What?
Yes, I would. Absolutely, I would put Edge over Austin.
No. Nah, that was
absolutely. Absolutely.
We tripping on the show now.
Absolutely.
Like, whoa. Wow.
And
Go ahead, let me hear your preference on this.
And you know why? I say that? Because Austin, after his neck injury, was not as good as Austin before his neck injury. He had a big impact personality-wise. Yes, he did. You know, he was probably one of the biggest names as far as personality-wise. Him, Hulk Hogan, and Rock. Absolutely. You don't get no better. When it's talking about name-wise, those three are big impacts. But if you're talking about merely in-the-ring work, like you said, give me a match that Austin had after his neck surgery that was like a wow moment.
When was his neck surgery again? Was that 02?
99, 2000.
99, 2000? Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. I thought Austin had neck surgery like 1997.
Because I thought he had more than one. Am I tripping?
Yeah, more than one. Then he had another one in 99.
I thought that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I mean,
hey, you can't count out.
And then plus you look at these guys.
The amazing match that he had with Rock at WrestleMania 17.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I will give you that one. But as far as like, and then you got to look at these guys' longevity.
That's one of the greatest matches.
Yeah, but then you look at longevity though, like Edge, and you look at the longevity. Them guys wasn't longevity, and then Austin. Like I mean, yes, there would be no crowd reaction like when Austin come out back in the Attitude Era and when Rock come out. There would be no crowd reaction like that. But when you look at like a body of work, and them guys didn't have a lot of body of work.
I don't give you that.
I can respect the body of work. I can respect the
body
of work.
I can agree with that as far as in-ring work. I can agree with that.
I definitely can respect that. Because again, I'm one that'll sit up here and tell you, Edge has been in every match except for an Inferno match.
That's true.
What match hasn't Edge been in? Extreme or not? Which one has? Sorry, Orton got to go on this list. Just for me, Orton got to go on this list. Eddie Guerrero's career ended early to me too. If Eddie Guerrero don't die, I'm telling you now, Eddie Guerrero's heel run that he was having, as far as Batista, that Batista thing was great.
Yo, not to mention
because
that.
people didn't expect Eddie Guerrero to have that run.
That's true. Not to mention that. Reason why I wouldn't pick Eddie Guerrero Impact, because Eddie Guerrero's death sent the WWE into PG, because Eddie Guerrero's death sent Benoit into a depression. Then Benoit ended up killing his son, which led to WWE ended up getting caught with different steroids and suspended wrestlers. So it kind of did have a domino effect. That's why his death was very impactful.
And let's not forget, Eddie Guerrero was supposed to win that champion, and Batista
He was supposed to win that championship.
Batista was going to take that off because of the back injury, and Eddie Guerrero was supposed to face Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 22.
That would have been an epic match. And then if Eddie Guerrero had died,
been a match.
That would
have
been
a match.
If Eddie Guerrero hadn't died and then Benoit was still alive, I would have loved to see Benoit and Punk go at it, because remember they were supposed to go at it at that Night of Champions.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd have been a match. That'd have been a match too. See, we talking about that's what I'm telling you. I can't. Oh, you don't get the same. You don't get the same. Oh, and for those who keep talking about this Randy and Cena shit, don't tell me Edge and Cena wasn't better than Randy and Cena. You're not about to tell me Orton and Cena was better than Edge and Cena?
I said it's debatable. That is not what I said. I said it's debatable.
Debatable means no. Debatable means you got a question, which I'm telling you, nah, bruh. No. Hell no. Edge is more personable anyway. Yo, listen, if you put Randy Orton and Edge in the movie, who you think would be the better actor? Just asking.
What do the movies have to?
It has everything to do with it, Jeremiah. Let me tell you why. Because holding your character and it being personable and reachable and people wanting to watch it is important. It's the reason why Ciampa and Gargano was such a good feud to watch. You think it was just the wrestling that made us want to watch Gargano? No, it was Ciampa's character. It was Ciampa's character that pissed us off so bad, and Gargano's character that made you want to watch it. Because Gargano was the guy who always you thought was right there, but just couldn't get over the hump. Just couldn't get over the hump with Ciampa. You remember that, Jay Andre? You get mad as hell because you knew Gargano was supposed to win that, and then he lose the crazy way he lose. Yo, like, come on, like that's Edge has that character to me. It just doesn't.
If you're talking character, let me ask you another question. Then another question.
Come on,
since you that character, he a better heel than Randy? Is he a better heel than Randy Orton?
Edge, yes.
Nobody.
Yes.
And I didn't want to say. I didn't want to say he is. I didn't want to say he is.
One reason why I say he's a better heel than Randy Orton is because look what he did on SmackDown in that 07 and 08 period. He came to SmackDown and he had people straight hating him. And he carried that brand very well.
I told you this before. Wait a minute. When I explained this to Jeremiah before, they had me like I was crazy.
Oh my God.
When I explained this to him about Edge before, they looked at me crazy. I said, there's no way. There's no way you could tell me Edge is
No, that's different. No. That's different because last time you tried to tell me that Edge was a better heel than Triple H.
No, I said it's debatable.
No, it's not.
Nah, that's not debatable. Triple H got him.
Triple H, in my opinion, is the greatest heel of all time.
Yeah, Triple H. Yeah, Triple H. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, he's the greatest. Yeah, he's the greatest.
In my opinion,
Edge would be
the greatest heel of all time.
Edge would be definitely second.
No,
Triple H would be Edge.
No, I disagree. Triple H is. You would say Triple H is a better heel than Ric Flair?
Yes.
No, I say Ric Flair's better heel than Triple H.
Yes.
No.
You know what proves that Triple
H was
never
a time where Ric Flair made me hate him.
That's true.
You don't have to like him. There was never a time where Because even though you wouldn't like Ric Flair, at the same time, you're still like, you get what I'm saying? You're still
Right.
you know.
Yo, you know what proved that Triple H was a legit great heel? When he tore his quadriceps in 2001 and 2002, he came back at Madison Square Garden and they cheered the place off for him because
and
they
he still went heel that same year.
And they missed that heel action. Dude was great at what he did. Now people may say Stephanie had, but dude was a great heel. Like he made you just hate him. Everything he did, he just made you just hate him.
There's been so many times where I completely
hated Triple H. I said, y'all gonna hate me for this. This is why I disagree with Triple H. Disagree with Triple H. He's a great heel, phenomenal heel. Got to be top 2, of course. But my problem is that Triple H's single work as a heel, I don't think is better than his group work as a heel. That's my problem with that whole heel transaction. My whole gripe against Triple H is that his group heel transactions is better than his singles heel work. I'm sorry. I would almost go on a limb, and this is bad because Undertaker really is neutral. Mm-hmm. I would almost go on a limb and say that the Undertaker's single heel work to me would be right there with Triple H's.
Undertaker hasn't been healed by himself that many times, but I guess I think I could give you that though.
Yeah,
again, tell me when Triple H was a better heel in the single work than he was when he was Evolution or when he was with whatchamacallit and he was a heel. Or
when you say single heel work, well, he didn't form Evolution until after he turned on Shawn Michaels. So what do you mean? Did you hear me?
Okay, I'll say this. Here's where I'll go with this. Here's where I will go with this. Here's where I would debate you on that one. If it had not been for Triple H being that heel, Rock and Austin really don't get over like that because they needed that great heel to make them really be cheering and stuff. They needed that Triple H in that era. They needed that Triple H.
Agreed.
Ooh, that's an interesting debate. That's an interesting debate only if there wasn't so many other good superstars than like Jericho, the Kurt Angles of the world.
They heels like Triple H though?
Nah, but okay, so Stone Cold really was a neutral person anyway, too. Stone Cold would get after you whether you was face or heel. The Rock would get at you if you was heel. I'm not attributing. See, I think that's a damn name. Triple H, giving Triple H credit for they awesome work. I just think that it was a marriage. I think all of them worked together really, really good, hand in hand.
Yeah.
I don't think that Triple H would bring out the best in them. I think. Well, okay, so I guess you could say they all.
Let me ask you this, Andre. If you put Edge in that era, you think he has the same success?
No.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no. No. Hell no. Hell no. Which is the reason why Orton wasn't put in that era. Orton would have drawn. Are you serious? No, they both would have drawn. There's no way to make the Attitude Era with Michaels, Triple H, Rock, Undertaker, Stone Cold. Hell no.
But that goes to me and Jeremiah's point though that Triple H is a better heel than Edge though. That goes to our point that Triple H is a better heel because if you put Edge in that same spot,
Edge has been a great heel in every era he's been in. Plain and simple. Ruthless Aggression and the era we in now.
Who has?
Triple H.
Yeah.
Okay. We had this conversation too. I can agree with his heel work being immaculate, but for me, it's what's watchable, what most excites me. Edge's heel work excited the shit out of me. Like, it kept you wanting to watch. Yo, this is how you know Edge is a fucking great heel. Excuse my French. When you can work with annoying who knows not a damn thing, and you can still make that shit interesting like Edge did, like, I'm agreeing with Jay Andre's Edge body of work. He worked with Vicky Guerrero and still made that shit fly. Like,
yep. That's true.
Who working with Vicky Guerrero and making anything fly now? Yo, like seriously, bro. Like, that is one of the most annoying personalities in wrestling history. Even in AEW, and the dude still, like, I watched his Edge versus Orton, Edge versus Cena, Edge versus Taker, Edge versus, like, you can't tell me that wasn't entertaining on top of the fact that they wrestled. They wrestled out. They bought out. The matches, bro. The matches is top-notch matches, bro. You can't tell me Edge and Cena ain't top-notch matches. New Year's Revolution. New Year's Revolution. Bro,
he cashed in on Cena. You said New Year's Revolution. That's when he cashed in on Cena.
Yep.
Yes, and then what was the next pay-per-view after when didn't he beat Cena in Boston?
Yeah, SummerSlam.
SummerSlam, yeah.
Let's not forget John
we talking about epic shit. We talking about epic matches, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. To me, this because of his character, and I should have just put it like this. Because of Edge's character, the way he played his character, he made his heel work to me more watchable. It's almost like watching a show. You can watch what is that? What was that stupid show with Lucius?
Empire?
Empire?
Yeah,
Empire.
You watch Empire. But Empire, would you say Empire is as thrilling as like On My Block? Or is it as thrilling as Wentworth? Or is it as thrilling as like Chicago PD or one of them shows? No, hell no.
I'll put you on my butt.
Yeah,
but I do give you this though. Edge against Cena was way better than Orton and Cena because Edge and Cena they brought that passion. It definitely definitely brought that passion out. Edge was,
come on, it's because the character. It's the character. It's more watchable to me. Edge's heel work to me was more watchable. Triple H's heel work, I get it because he has a great body of work and he did it for so long. But how many different variations of heel work did you see from Triple H?
I don't care what nobody says.
Triple H is a man with everybody.
Listen,
Triple H is the best heel because of that work he did in the Attitude Era. But that Ruthless Aggression era, I think that was go away heat because he was winning the matches that people just wanted him to lose. Like it got annoying with him after a while from 03 to 05 when Batista finally won that title. People just wanted him to go away because he just
you know the title off of 3 different people in between 2002 and 2004, right?
You do, and they handed him that world title.
Orton. 4 counting Randy Orton.
And Bischoff gave him that world title.
Yeah, because Triple H never lost that
title. He beat Shawn Michaels. That's number 1. He beat Shawn Michaels for the title. That's number 1.
Well, we knew that was going to happen.
He ended up winning the title from Goldberg. He ended up winning the title. Who was the other one? I feel like I'm forgetting.
No. Hold on. Whoa. I like how you look that. Wait a minute, Jay Andre. I love how you beat Goldberg in there. How many times did it take him?
Right.
I remember Goldberg dusting his boots off at least 3 times before he won. Right. He dusted his boots 3, 4. Yo, that's another one. Yo, matter of fact, Jay Andre, we be giving him so much props, but that's another one who got a lot of L's under his belt too. He got a lot of L's to hold.
That's true.
The man, Mr. Mastermind Hill, he got a lot of L's that he done held too. I mean, Batista dusted his boots. Goldberg dusted his boots a bunch of times. Undertaker dusted his boots a bunch of times. Like, yo, Ben Wide dusted his boots. Dusted his boots. Yo, you notice everybody littler. You notice that they dust his boots. It's dusty ball. But anybody smaller than him, oh yeah, we'll put you over. We'll put you over anybody smaller. Anybody smaller, okay. You can have that, Triple H. Go ahead. But okay, anybody bigger, oh no.
Okay, so look at the people Triple H has beaten. Let me ask you a question: Would Edge ever beat Brock Lesnar? Ever? No.
No, not at all.
Would he ever beat Brock Lesnar?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Yo.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes.
Yo. Yo.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes.
Yo. Yo.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes. Yo, I'm about to be Daniel Bryan. I'm gonna be Daniel Bryan with this shit. I'm gonna tell you, he would have dusted his boots. Wouldn't the why Edge would have dusted his boots? Wouldn't the why Edge would have dusted his boots? I'm about to tell you. I'm gonna tell you why Edge. Hold on, watch this. I'm gonna tell you why Edge would have dusted his boots. Edge would have dusted his boots because Edge is the master ultimate opportunist and manipulator. He's a smart dude. Edge would have dusted his boots just off of smarts alone. If Drew McIntyre could dust Brock boots, what make you think Edge wouldn't dust his boots? If hold on, who beat Brock before that? Time out. Didn't Roman beat him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't Roman Reigns beat Brock? You don't think Edge could dust Roman boots? You don't think Edge would give?
What you trying to say?
Yo,
what you trying to say?
You about to watch Sunday. Yo, Jay Andre, watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. I know that I predicted earlier.
What you trying to say?
I would not be shocked if my man, the ultimate opportunist, get that belt back in his hands again. I would not be shocked because of how smart he is if he don't dust his boots again. Yo, watch. All right. You're going to be mad, or you're going to be mad next Sunday when Edge hold that belt up. He gonna be tight. He gonna be tight. And I would be like, Jeremiah. I'd be like, Jeremiah, I told you, boy. Yo, Edge would dust his boots, bro. Stop it. Stop that.
I mean, yeah, I can see Edge win
Don't do that.
title, though. Yeah, I can see that happening.
Don't do that.
He's very smart.
Why? Because Edge size? Is that why you think? Come on, man. If Eddie Guerrero beat Brock, Eddie Guerrero beat Brock, who else did Brock lose to? Who else has Brock lost to? Honestly,
Let's see, he lost to Kurt Angle.
Lose to Cena too?
Yep, he lost to Cena. Yeah.
And let's see,
how many times has Edge dusted Cena's boots? How many times Edge dusted Cena boots?
Remember at 2000?
Bro, come on now.
That's
a bad question. Not to say that was bad on his part.
Either.
Yeah. Kurt Angle beat him. Yeah.
Who?
And he beat Brock Lesnar at Vengeance 2003.
Yeah, like, what do you mean Edge couldn't beat him? Don't do that. Don't do that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go one better. Watch this. I'm gonna go one better. Brock lucky he wasn't wrestling in the time him and Undertaker. Remember when Undertaker and Edge had that feud? Brock Lesnar lucky he wasn't in the WWE on SmackDown then, because I guarantee you, if he would have been put in the position, he'd have got his boots dusted by Edge. Edge would have beat him too.
That's true. I do agree with that.
In those type of matches, the tables, ladders, and chair match, bro, he'd have got dusted.
Yeah,
got dusted. Stop.
Edge would have had a field day on him.
Stop.
Yeah,
come on. It's the type of match. Brock don't be in those type of matches. You know why? You know why. You know why? Come on, man. You want to put Brock in a TLC match with Edge? Go ahead. I'd love to see how that turned out, especially Prime Edge when he was in his prime. He ain't winning. Stop that. No. It would all depend, but I don't want to ramble too much because we already. I can't believe this, Chuck. I love my son to death. I love him to death. I just can't. What? Yes, it's Orton, bro. I'm sorry, it's Orton for me. Orton gotta go. His matches, his matches just don't add up. His matches don't add up to Shawn Michaels' matches in his career. They don't add up to The Rock's, and they damn sure don't add up. They don't add up to Ed. I don't even know how you could do that. In all the major rivalries, Edge won. Like Edge beat Taker more than once. He beat Cena more than once. He beat whatchamacallit more than once. Like, how? And you can't put Orton over Michaels.
No,
that's a stretch.
Not at all.
That's a stretch. Wow. That's a major
But I got a
stretch.
question for both of y'all, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That title, when you saw that titles belt, which title belt was better?
You talking about better looking or better like people that held it?
Better looking title belt.
I've always been a fan of the spinner belt.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the spinner belt. I don't know why people was upset with the spinner belt.
I mean, don't be wrong, I like it. I mean, I think it's underrated. Like, it's not getting the props though, but
Nah, to me, it didn't get enough props.
Mm-mm.
But it was one of the most sold belts.
It's true.
And that's because it crossed over with kids, which I didn't understand why people would be upset with talent that crossed over with children when obviously you were going to go PG anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually. All right. Yeah. So, can we talk about? All right. This is not a slide, but can we talk about the fact that Vince McMahon keep on breaking up these great facts? How do y'all feel about Vince McMahon having a problem with the Hurt Business?
highly disappointed.
I am highly pissed off. I'm highly pissed off. And for good reason. One, how long has it been since Bobby Lashley had the title? How long did it take him?
17 years.
17 years. Finally get a good gimmick, and then you destroy it. The gimmick that put him on, the one that got him the title, and then you destroy it. What was the point of that? But I will say this. It also goes to my surprise. What happens if Bobby Lashley keeps the belt because Keith Lee comes back and interferes on Drew McIntyre?
Then Keith Lee would turn heel and join the Bobby Lashley group.
The Hurt Business. Right. And join the Hurt Business. That's one thing I thought about. I also thought about the Sheamus effect. What if Sheamus screws Drew McIntyre? I don't know why people just think Drew just gonna win this like all out. Like I've heard a lot of people to be like, "Well, Drew McIntyre is gonna just win." And I'm like, Drew McIntyre has a lot of folks that could potentially screw him right out of this title match. Like I could see. Yeah, I could see somebody screwing Drew McIntyre right out this belt. I really could. I don't know why people think that Drew is just the guy. He just gonna be the man that come back. Nah, I think Bobby Lashley is keeping his belt. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think Bobby Lashley is going to keep though. But back to Bobby Lashley, I don't blame him for being upset when he saw Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin attacking Sheamus. Like I don't blame Bobby Lashley for getting upset.
Yeah, I totally understand that too. But I don't understand why WWE would break up that faction just like Undisputed Era. Like, I don't get that either. Oh, and that's a match we didn't even talk about. Yo, speaking of NXT, we never mentioned the Adam Cole Kyle O'Reilly match.
I mean, it wasn't on a screen anyway. I mean, we forgot about that.
Right. Whoever put that up forgot about that match, which is weird. That's the main event of the whole that's the main event of the whole pay-per-view. I'm taking this is tough. This is tough. It's an unsanctioned. I'm gonna take Adam Cole. Oh, tough.
Yeah, I'm taking Adam Cole.
Okay.
It's tough.
My computer died. I don't want to cut off what y'all was just talking about, but when I had left, I heard the wildest thing I ever heard in my life.
Which was?
You said, because one, you tried to front of Triple H because of the losses he took, and I said, look at the people who he's beaten. I said, would Edge ever beat Brock Lesnar? And you said yes.
Mm-hmm.
Pops, let me ask you a question.
Oh, go ahead. Ooh, look at Jeremiah. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Here we go.
If Edge couldn't even go over Chris Jericho, that's number one. Edge, I don't see Edge ever beating Kurt Angle. I don't see him ever beating Kurt Angle.
Edge did beat Kurt Angle.
No, when? Yeah, you talking about in 01 before?
I mean, Judgment Day 2002 when Kurt Angle has...
Still beating.
2002.
Still beating.
I'm talking about prime Kurt Angle. I'm talking about prime Kurt Angle. Prime Kurt Angle, Wrestling Machine, 2005. Is he beating Kurt Angle? Is he?
It all for me. It all depends on time.
It was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen. It almost did happen. Because at one point they both were the world. They both were the champions for their roster. It was supposed to happen. It never happened. Right. Is Edge beating prime Kurt Angle? Is what I want to know. Is he?
No.
This is the same person who tapped out Mr. WrestleMania at WrestleMania. This is the same person who tapped out Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania.
Well, Shawn Michaels took a lot of L's at WrestleMania, but we ain't gonna go there.
Exactly.
So did Triple H. He's another one who took a lot of L's at WrestleMania. funny how that goes.
You know what?
Who, me? I said it's funny how that goes hand in hand.
Was Edge who did Edge face at WrestleMania 23?
He was at Money Bank.
Did he win that? He didn't win that, did he?
No, because Jeff Hardy did the drop on Edge. He got carried out.
Right. You talk about and ain't nobody gonna say nothing about the L's Edge took at WrestleMania. He lost 4 years in a row.
To who?
23, 24, 25, and 26.
Yep.
Who did he lose to?
Because at 24, he lost to The Undertaker.
At 24, he lost. 23, he lost in that ladder match that Dalton just said. 24, he lost to The Undertaker. 25, he lost in a triple threat match between Big Show, and John Cena. And then 26, he lost in a world championship match against Chris Jericho. No. But you said he would go over Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
But you said he would go over Pop.
Yeah, absolutely.
You said he would go over. Listen. Listen. You said Edge.
Oh, hold on. Time out, though. Time out, though. It's funny how you mentioned Edge. It's funny how you mentioned Edge 4 losses, but you didn't mention that Edge was undefeated 6-0 before those 4 losses either. You didn't mention that.
Those 6 losses.
Yeah, before those 4 losses, sir. You didn't mention.
I'm sorry. You mean the 6? I'm sorry. You mean the 6 tag team ladder matches that he had before that, and then the match
I don't
with
care about
Mick
6.
Foley?
He didn't have 6 tag team. They
5.
all wasn't
My
6.
bad.
They wasn't,
5, and then the one that he had. My bad, and then the one that he had with Mick Foley.
That's funny. Hold on. See, this is what y'all see. Now you sound like the LeBron James. Michael Jordan. He won a certain match.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he lost. He lost.
He was 6-0. He was 6-0 for those 4 losses. Oh, and by the way, he actually is 7-4 because he beat Alberto Del Rio at Mania. Oops.
He beat Alberto Del Rio. Everybody, if they had the chance.
Oh, wait a minute. Guess who? Hold on. Watch this. Guess what? Shawn Michaels. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see here. Since you wanted to bring that back up. Dang, we was off that top and you wanted to bring that back up. Let's look at Triple H's WrestleMania record.
Oh, I already know he took L's too. I agree with you with that. I agree with you with that.
Edge is 6-4.
Tried to play him.
Triple H. Let's look at Triple H. Hold on, let's look at Triple H.
I already know Triple H got mad L's at WrestleMania. I agree with you with that, but you tried to play him. Because I said, look at the people who he has beaten. And then that's when I mentioned Brock Lesnar, and you said Edge would beat Brock Lesnar. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Jeremiah, do you know Triple H has suffered the most losses at WrestleMania?
I know.
The most. Do you know how many losses he has at WrestleMania alone?
A lot. I know.
13 losses, Jeremiah.
I know.
13, bro. Really?
I know.
Really, Jeremiah? Hold on. Time out. Let's go to.
I agree with him with that.
Randall. Let's go to Randall. Bro, do you know what Randy Orton's WrestleMania record is?
What is it?
6-10. 10 losses at WrestleMania, bro. 10. Bro, you want to continue to tell me how? Yo, hey, you want to hate on my man Edge? Like, you want to talk about my man Edge, but Randy Orton got multiple double-digit losses. Triple H got double-digit losses at Mania. Holy cow, bro. This is not even funny. This is not even funny no more. Oh, Eddie Guerrero. You want to know what Eddie Guerrero's wrestling? Do you want to know what Eddie Guerrero's record is at WrestleMania?
You faced Mick Foley and Alberto Del Rio at WrestleMania. Not only that, you faced.
Was he like what?
You were in tag team ladder matches.
Dude, stop using the tag team ladder matches as an excuse. I don't want to hear that. They still won the match.
So if Edge was a singles competitor during that time where he won all them tag team ladder matches, he would have still got wins at WrestleMania. And the singles competitor matches. That's what you're telling me.
Guess what? Eddie
Is that what
Guerrero
you're telling
was
me?
2-3. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shoot. Eddie Guerrero defeated Kurt Angle. And he defeated Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
No, he never faced Brock at WrestleMania.
No, he beat Brock Lesnar.
No. He ain't. He beat Brock at whatchamacallit.
He rolled up Kurt Angle
Had no
after
way
he took his shoe off.
Exactly. I mean, let's not forget he beat Taz at WrestleMania 17 to win European champion.
Mm-hmm.
He still spanked him. He still spanked him. He gave him work.
And he lost to Eddie Guerrero at 2005.
Yo, I'm over here being goofy. Okay,
Well,
we got Ron Thomas on the line calling into the Jaw You show. He's calling right now. Ron, what's up, man? We talking wrestling. What's up?
He faced Mick Foley, who used to lose to everybody. He beat Mick Foley.
I feel
Mick Foley. Mick Foley lost to
Mick
everybody.
Like underrated.
Huh?
I feel like Edge versus Mick Foley is an underrated match.
It was a great match. I'm just saying. He faced Mick Foley. Mick Foley, Mankind, he used to lose to everybody.
Exactly.
You beat somebody who loses all the time. You faced Alberto Del Rio at WrestleMania to kick off the show.
I mean, that match wasn't really that good in my opinion.
Bro, no. You couldn't even go over Chris Jericho. What honestly makes you think he's going over Brock Lesnar? That's too much of a stretch. I don't even like Brock Lesnar. But
I don't either.
I don't like him. I don't like Brock Lesnar at all.
Hold on. They said, Ron said Adam Cole is Triple H 2.0. he said triple threat. Triple H.
That's a
Triple H, man. Triple H had that one group.
Evolution.
Yeah. When Triple H had the long hair.
Yeah, I hope it.
Got the long hair.
Yo, let me ask you this question, Ron. Ron, do you ever think that Edge in his prime could beat Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
Damn. And he said he said that convincingly. And it wasn't even a second thought. He said, yeah. Mm-hmm.
No.
Go ahead.
No. If he would have faced, no offense, but if he would have faced Brock Lesnar, his neck injury probably would have been twice as worse. Because Brock is taking him to Suplex City, and that's not going to end well at all. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You couldn't even go over Chris Jericho. You couldn't even go over Chris Jericho, the same guy who lost to Fandango at WrestleMania. You couldn't even go over Chris Jericho, the same guy who lost to Fandango at WrestleMania. What makes you honestly think Brock Lesnar? It's just not gonna happen. No, it's just not gonna happen. Bro. No, just no. No.
He lost the Fandango.
I'm sorry. You couldn't even go over Chris Jericho. And he lost
You know what? Jeremiah gonna be the next Lenny Bruce. He gonna be the next Lenny Bruce. You want to know why? Because he'll sit up here and talk about. Chris Jericho didn't get over Fandango, right? But ain't your man the same one who lost to? I spit in the face. Ain't your man the same one that lost to him?
Who?
Yo boy.
Who?
The GOAT. The GOAT.
Cena? Don't do that.
Yeah. I
Don't do that.
spit the. You don't want to be cool.
Oh,
Like, come on, bro.
Because he lost him on SmackDown. In a one-on-one match. On SmackDown. It was his debut.
See what I'm saying? He lost to a spit in the face.
Wow. He disrespected.
Don't want to be cool.
He disrespected.
Why you trying to front on my man's though? Why you trying to front on my man's edge? You trying to catboy him.
Whoa.
But his man lost. He lost to the same dude that got the same hairstyle as him.
Whoa.
Yo. All right. What that man said.
Nah, ain't no way. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah. Nah, bro.
The cap is real right now.
Yo. No, bro. He just disrespected.
All right, Jeremiah.
Many levels.
Jeremiah, let me ask you this question because me and Dalton was talking about. Hey Josh, what's up? We was talking about Drew and Bobby and ways not letting the Hurt Business rock out. My question to you is a couple questions. Number one, how do you feel about it? And two, do you think that Drew will beat Bobby at WrestleMania? Come on, champ that runs the camp. Where you at?
I'm right here. I'm listening. Hold on.
Answer the question. Yeah, I want you to answer the question.
What did you ask?
I said we were talking about Drew and Bobby. I said, how do you feel about WWE breaking up the factions of Undisputed Era and Hurt Business? And
Terrible.
do you think that Drew will beat Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania?
It's probably gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen.
One, it was a terrible idea to break them up. It was too soon. Two,
Yeah.
Drew would beat the brakes off of Bobby. And I've been honest.
What?
I've been honest. Drew McIntyre would beat the brakes off of Bobby Lashley. I've been honest.
I don't think so, but go ahead.
I think
I don't
so.
think so,
Drew
but go ahead.
McIntyre, wait a minute. Drew McIntyre got something to prove. Bobby Lashley, I don't think he that good in the ring either. Like Drew McIntyre is. Now, with the whole Edge and Brock Lesnar, yes, I think Edge to give it to Brock Lesnar.
Bro, yo.
Because we seen Brock Lesnar, he cannot fight off of his knees. He can't. If you take out those kneecaps, what he gonna do? And basically, that's where Edge will be focused at. And he quicker than Brock Lesnar is.
What?
Yes.
No, he's not.
Yes. Yo better watch.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. Edge quicker than Brock Lesnar.
Dalton.
I think so.
Brock Lesnar is one of the most, if not the most explosive. What? No.
Where was
he is
that?
not faster than Brock Lesnar.
Wait a minute.
Absolutely not.
Wait a minute. Where was that with Steph was fighting Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania? Where was that at?
Brock Lesnar is one of the most agile and explosive superstars for his size.
Okay, answer
Brock
my
Lesnar
question.
is stupid fast.
Answer my question. Where was that at WrestleMania when he was fighting? What's his name? At WrestleMania,
Ooh,
Steph Rollins. Where was that
that's
at
wrong.
WrestleMania? Yeah, remember Steph Rollins beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Well, okay, what happened then?
What you mean? What do that got to do with him being fat? What did that got to do?
Because look, Brock cannot keep up with a person that fast. He can't
Edge
because
is
Steph
not
Rollins.
that fast.
Look
Brock
what-
Lesnar is just as fast, if not faster, than Edge is.
So you think Brock Lesnar is going to beat? If they ever fight, Brock Lesnar will beat Edge.
Yes. Yes. I wouldn't even second guess that. Yes.
And just saying, like, if Edge does spear Brock Lesnar, I mean, he could damage his neck again.
He-
You saw what he did.
Just being in the ring with Brock Lesnar, you're gonna get it, bro. No.
I mean,
Brock
he may
Lesnar
not
would
be-
retire Edge again.
what I'm saying, it will not be no easy victory. It will not be that. We already know that.
And like, say, if like Brock Lesnar do German suplex on Edge, I mean, could damage
It's
his neck.
over. It is over. It is over. If that was to Brock Lesnar's going to retire him again. You're gonna retire Edge all over again.
I'm gonna ask y'all this: who y'all think going to win the belt?
Who you
You
talking
got
about?
Edge. You got
Oh, you talking about the triple threat match?
right. Who y'all think going to win the belt?
I got Edge.
I don't trust Roman Reigns.
But
Something telling me Reigns about to lose. I don't want him to lose, but it might happen.
But I can see Edge get rid of that Universal Champion belt and bring back the Gold Heavyweight Champion that he never lost.
Yeah, I think he's gonna lose. Roman
Roman
Reigns.
Reigns.
Yeah. He cannot beat nobody by himself.
Exactly. I mean, I get he's a heel though, but Jey Uso, like, we all know he's going to come in here for the match anyway.
Right. And that's how he gonna lose. Right
Exactly.
there. Because he's gonna mess it up for him. I mean, I don't see him winning the belt. And I don't see Bobby Lashley winning the belt. I think Drew
mean like keeping the
McIntyre.
belt.
Huh?
Mean like keeping the belt.
Right. I don't see him keeping the belt. I think Drew McIntyre going to take Bobby Lashley out, and the Hurt business is going to help him. That's what I think.
The only way, like, if Drew McIntyre does beat Bobby Lashley, is like if Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin cost Bobby Lashley in that match.
And that's what I think going to happen. They're going to come out in the field, and they're going to get Bobby Lashley off of his guard, and Drew McIntyre going to do what he do best.
Or like if I say Bobby Lashley do win, like Keith Lee would probably cost Drew McIntyre in the match.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Lesnar is mad ugly when he started dancing.
Man, ugly. What the hell?
Only 3 of us. I mean, I'm not the hoster.
Jeremiah,
Huh?
how you been doing, man?
I'm all right.
And like we all know Cedric Alexander, he doesn't even fit the Hurt business.
Right. So, like I said, I think they
My
going
boy
to...
Keith Lee, bro, they need to put my boy Keith Lee back on live TV so he could win the belt. Listen, it was already bad when they drowned Alistair, bro. Bro. They
Like
drowned my
I,
boy Keith Lee, bro. I'm done.
like I told your father, Jeff Amendo, they going to move somebody up after WrestleMania.
I mean, that's what DeAndre was mentioning the draft. Because we're gonna have a draft after WrestleMania.
Right. And by the way, my show coming back next week. So get ready.
Yo.
Well, I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, talk to you later.
Wow. Well, that was a fun show.
That was a fun show, but we can't end it because we're not the host.
Are you serious?
Yeah, just me and you only.
Yo, my. Yo, so we just about to be sick. Hold on a second. What are we gonna do, dog? You heard that? My boy said Edge wouldn't even beat Sting. I just would want to see that. I ain't gonna count.
I don't want to see no. I don't want to see no Edge versus Brock Lesnar.
Huh?
And I never want to see Edge versus Brock Lesnar. I mean, Edge
I'm
not
telling
around
you,
anymore.
I'm telling you, bro. he would have re-injured Edge all over again. I'm
Exactly.
telling you.
That's what concerns me, though. Like if Edge does spear Brock Lesnar, it's gonna mess up his neck. You saw what he did to Rose Clay.
Look what happened. Like you see how Brock be tossing boys around with that jerk, bro. He might end up killing him. I'm not gonna cap.
Exactly. That's what concerns me.
No cap. And if he do try to go for a like it could go either way. If it's not his neck, it's his arm. If he go for a spear, Brock could catch him with the Kimura lock just like that.
Exactly.
Just like that. And if he could break Triple H's giant arm, he can break Edge's arm. Without question. That's like just no. That is outside. No. That is just one of the matches that you just don't want to see because it's like it's not going to end good. Same thing with CM Punk. See, everybody wanted to see him versus Brock. I didn't because I already knew what was going to happen. Because it's like, yo, do you not see? You still got size. Still, I don't care what the size does matter. I don't care what nobody say. In some instances, size matters. You see how
Exactly.
CM Punk is built. You see how bro. Look at Brock Lesnar. The dude is built like a freaking Buick. You feel like just no. He throw bro. No, 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 no. I just wouldn't want to see that because it would end bad on Edge. And I'm sorry,
Yeah, I mean, it's not worth it.
it's not. Where did my dad? Yo, where did my dad go? Where did
It
he
sounds
go?
back
He's
to
not
her
even
business. I
active.
mean, we all know why Cedric Alexander joined the business because he couldn't beat the Hurt Business. Like, if you can't beat them, join them.
Terrible. I hate that mentality. I really do. If you can't beat them, join them. Like you always be saying.
Besides, he got tired and got beat up anyway.
I just don't like that type of mentality. If you can't beat them, join them. I just can't. Which is right. That's another reason why I will always say Cena is the GOAT. Because Cena, out of all the greats, Cena is the only one who never went corporate, not one time. Everybody went corporate. Rock went corporate. Austin went corporate. Triple H was corporate his whole career. Taker went corporate. Everybody went corporate. Cena never went corporate, not one time. Orton went corporate. Shawn Michaels, everybody did. You
Exactly.
feel me? He never went corporate or he never went rogue either. Hogan went rogue. We see what happened. You feel me? That's just one of the many reasons why I say John Cena is the GOAT. That is one of the many reasons. He never had to go corporate ever. It's that simple. Like think about that. Even the Undertaker himself went corporate. What? Like no, I just can't. I just can't. I'll be right back.
All right. What? What's that's well, beyond to answer your question, Keo, if you're asking what's best favorite moments about John Cena, I'll say he won his first WWE Championship against JBL at WrestleMania 21. I mean, he tied Ric Flair. I mean, I don't know if he's going to beat Ric Flair's record. Yep, that's a good one, Keo. I like what he said with his question. That was a greatest moment. So, Ron, Keo, to answer your question, it was against Kurt Angle. That's when John Cena debuted against Kurt Angle when he said ruthless aggression. Hey, welcome back. And well, Trey left. I don't know what happened.
My fault, bro.
It's all good. By the way, Keo was asking the question. He was asking, "What is John Cena? What is your John Cena's greatest match ever?"
Wow. The Rock.
And when
He beat JBL.
When I said when he beat JBL at WrestleMania 21, when he won his first WWE champion.
Yeah. That's against Kurt Angle when he said ruthless aggression.